she's going to take you through the driver registration process. So for a lot of you people that are new, even for people that are on here from before, we're going to go through and just take you through that process again, just so everybody's familiar with it. So Angela, good morning and welcome to the call, and I'll let you take it from here.
Good morning, Vibe Nation, and good morning, Scott. How are you? Thank you so much for sharing the culture with everyone, the Vibe Rides culture, and all the rules and regulations and so forth. Just, we want to be safe, so thank you for that. And we're going to go over a little review here. Our review, as Scott said, is for individuals who have just joined us as drivers and they need definitely a review. And then again, it's also for those individuals who have questions, who may be having a challenge getting through or have questions in regards to the process. We've had some individuals ask why they haven't been approved as of yet, and there's quite a few reasons why. We've had people with profile pictures that weren't up to date, their vehicles weren't up to date, all those little things, all those little nuances. You've got to follow the process and protocols during your registration in order to get through. So this will help you out quite a bit. I'm going to go through it real quickly. I'm going to stick to those components that are a little more detailed for you, but it should be quick and easy and easy to understand. So let's get through this. If my computer, oh, there it is. Okay, so we're going to go through step by step, and it's every screenshot will show you exactly what the app's going to look like when you're actually going through the registration process. So step one, welcome to your Vibe Driver app. Every time I get on here, Scott, my throat goes dry for some reason. I don't know why, but in any case, okay, step one, welcome to your Vibe Driver app. And this is what it'll look like. When you go to download it, this is what you're going to see. You're going to see Vibe Driver, okay? And the step two, as you can see, you're going to get some pop-ups. In this case, it's asking you to be able to access your photos. Of course, if you want to upload photos or upload the pictures you have taken for your registration, you're going to have to press OK for that in order to move on with your registration. Step three, app will ask to access your camera, of course. So if you're going to take pictures of your vehicle, it's going to need access to your camera so that you can upload it into the app after that. So you got to press OK with that. Step four, app will ask to send you push notifications. You want to be up to date. You want to know exactly what's going on. You want to know every text that's coming through the system, and that's really, really important. So you have to allow that if you want to be able to get communications from us. So that's important for us to be able to communicate. Very crucial, very important. So you've got to definitely allow that. Step five, reminder to allow access to location data. That's definitely important because it helps with your GPS system. We want to be able to get you your ride, so we need to know where you're located in order for you to get those rides, right? So you've got to definitely okay that. Step 5B, app will ask to access your location data. Okay, that's twice. So there's two different notification. One is you have to enable it, and the other one is asking you to okay it. So that's what's going to happen. Go to the next one. Step 6, enter your phone number. This is going to happen every single time that you access the app, and it's for security reasons. So once you've registered, it will ask you to sign in again, but if you haven't registered, it will ask you to verify your phone number. So it's going to happen every single time to make sure it's secure, and that's the only way you're going to be able to get into your app, okay? So you're going to put in your phone number right here, Get Moving with Vibe Rides, just underneath your phone number. And then step 7, you will get a verification code. And once you get that verification code, this is where you're going to put it in. And then you're going to verify. Okay, step 7A, review.
Say, Angela, can I just stop for 1 second? The slides look a little bit fuzzy here, and I see a couple comments coming in on the chats that the slides aren't really clear coming through. Does it look clear on your side?
Yeah, looks clear
Okay.
on my end.
We might have a little bit of a technical glitch, but let's continue on, and we'll get these. We'll post these in the back office also, but they do look a little bit fuzzy. I'm looking at both Facebook and on Zoom. They look a little fuzzy, so we apologize for that, and we'll see if we can fix it up. And Angela, let's just continue on.
Okay, my apologies, everyone. You'll be able, this is your step 7A, review the terms and conditions. That's going to be in your app, and you're going to have to read through those, okay? It's really important that you understand everything in regards to the terms of use, and you have to read through it, take your time, and then you click on to, once you have reviewed it, you click on there to move over to the next step. The next step is step 8, enter your personal information. And so basically this is where the registration will begin. You're going to start with your first and last name, your date of birth, your email address, all that contact information we need in order to start your profile, and so that you can move on to the next steps. And it's nice. I like this roll up type of, to put in your date of birth, and then you can confirm that. So that's really easy to navigate through. Step 8B, you have 15 days to enter your referral code. So your referral code is your boomerang. So anyone who understands the boomerang, it's when you actually are sent a boomerang, this is where you will put in the referral code. If you have received the referral code, and this is just another review we'll be doing again for those in overdrive, and you'll understand that, or those have been referred to the app, this is where they would put in their referral code, which is a boomerang. Again, it is optional. So once you've already redeemed this referral code, you don't have to put it into the app. You're already in the system. So you just fill out this information here with your referral code. The next step is step 9, enter your mailing address and your home address, which is very important because we want to be able to send things to you. One of those things is your welcome pack. So you need to be able to, you have to have an address where you can access any of the mail that comes in regarding Vibe Ride. So make sure you don't put an address where you can't access anything that we send you. We may be sending you all kinds of things, not just your welcome pack. You may be getting some swag and things like that. So make sure it's an address that you can access. Step 9B, it will propagate automatically. So when you're actually putting in your address, you can start putting it in, and it will propagate the address, and that's what that means. It'll just fill it in for you. Of course, if it's not working properly, if you're having internet challenges, sometimes it will slow things down and it won't propagate automatically, which is fine. You just put in your address manually if you have to, but this is where you put in your address. Okay, step 10, upload your documents. So once you've done all the personal information, we're going to get into documentation. And this is where you need to put in your driver's license. Very important. Again, in order to pass our customer amazement team's review, you need to follow the steps it's very important you follow steps specifically. Make sure you read through every single screen, because it will give you the instructions you need in order to do what it's asking you, because we don't want to delay your registration. And what's happening with a few people out there, it's delaying their registration because they haven't followed the rules in regards to uploading documents, entering any specific information. So remember, you do that. Take your time going through the registration and upload what's necessary, okay? So in this case, driver's license. So you've got the front and the back, and we'll actually show you a picture of that so you can see how close you need to be. I understand you may not get that close, but you should be able to get close enough where we can visibly see your information so that we can verify your identity. If it's too far away, we won't be able to see the information and to get you moving to the next step. So make sure you need the front and the back as close as you can. Remember that. So that's important. And in regards to your driver's license as well, we've seen a few drivers who actually put their driver's license into their document area, which we'll show you shortly. It only goes into the driver's license. Don't upload any other documents into your driver's license area, just your driver's license. Make sure you do that because that will, again, delay your registration. Step 11, add your profile picture. Now, here's some rules here you need to follow. We've had individuals that are sending in pictures that are not even close to the rules that we have set here. And that's just basically for safety. Safety for you, so we can identify you. Safety for the rider, be able to identify you. We need a clear picture. So as you can see, you need a front picture, and we'll show you. We'll actually give you details and examples so you can see exactly what that is. So please follow that. The next step is step 11B, choose the picture source. So you can choose taking a photo, as you can see here, or you can choose from your library. Either work. Okay, so step 11C, please, no selfies. So yes, this is me and I failed. I failed because this is a selfie. This is not what we're looking for at all. It's cool, but we're not here to do cool stuff in regards to safety and security of your profile. So it's very important that you follow it through. Step 11D, no hats or sunglasses either. If you wear glasses, reading glasses, then that's understandable, but no sunglasses and no hats at all, because we can't, as you can see in this picture, you can't identify the person really well when they're hidden behind a hat or some sunglasses, okay? Step 11E, better, but don't be afraid to smile. So this is a great picture. Actually, why? Because it's very, very clear. As the rules are, it's straight front view, right? The picture is literally facing you. You can see it very clearly. It's from the shoulders up. There's no glasses, no hat, and it's very clear. Nothing in the background to distract, right? So that's what we want. We want clarity. The only thing missing here, of course, is a smile. Yes, we want you to smile. You're in Vibe Nation. You got to smile. And then again, it's for the rider. It's pleasant. It's really nice to see someone smiling. It's inviting. And that's what they want to see when they see your picture pop up, okay? Step 12, time for the background check. So again, very detailed information. Read through it very, very well and take your time. Make sure you answer all the questions. The questions are particular because in this case, it's asking you if you've lived anywhere else in certain areas, because background checks need that information. So just follow the protocols, follow the questions, answer them to the best of your ability, and move on to the next step. And so here, again, no, I don't. It's asking you if you've ever lived in these areas. And all you have to do is answer those questions, right? So no, I don't, or continue. And then here again, step 13 is basically letting you know background checks are $33. If you've lived in certain areas, the government asks for more money in regards to the background checks because they have higher rates in certain states. And that's why they're asking you that. The money doesn't go to us. It goes to the background check company or it goes to the state. And so it's really important to understand, read through this very carefully and understand that our company charges $33. If it's anything else, it's probably because you've lived in another state and the state is asking for other funds to cover their costs. It has nothing to do with Vibe Rides. Step 14, link at bottom for FAQs. So while you're going through the process, you can actually also go and go over to the support page if you have any questions regarding the background check or any other information. So it's really important to be able to go over there and answer your questions right off the bat. Don't be afraid to go to the support page to get an understanding. We have all the details there for you if you have those questions. Specifically in this case, we were talking about the background check. So as you can see in step 15, we have an FAQ section, and it will answer any questions you have regarding background checks. Oh, we're going to see if we can kind of fix the screen here. Looks like it's still kind of blurry. We're getting a few messages regarding that. So let's see. Give us a moment. Okay. Scott, can you see it? Is it looking a little better right now?
It looks a little bit better, Angela.
Okay.
That's a little bit better, but it's still pretty fuzzy. I think we might have some internet challenges today that we're struggling with, but that's a little bit better. But I think when we're done here, we can post these slides so people can see them.
Sure, we'll do that. No. Stop. I'm going to stop sharing, and then I'm going to. I've got Mark here helping me out on the technical side, so. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Okay, I'm gonna try again. Share the screen. Let's see here. I think it's, Scott, what's it look like to you now?
That looks like it should, how it should look.
Okay.
Yep, that looks good.
Move on. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for your patience. We'll move on here. Okay. So step 16. This will let you know that your application is in review. And this is what you'll get. So don't get nervous. Nothing's wrong. Everything's good. This actually means that our customer amazement team is taking a look at your application and reviewing it. So this is what will come up. And again, you have the opportunity in the meantime there while you're waiting. It may take a few days, okay? So be patient. At the bottom here, it says read our FAQs. This will take you right over to the support section for the FAQs, and you'll be able to read through those in the meantime while you wait for your driver review. Step 17. This is what will happen. This is the push notification that you will get in the app telling you congratulations. And it will tell you that you've gone through the first phase of your application, because there's more than one phase. You've got your personal information you need to put in there. Then the next phase is going through your background check. Once that's done, you go into the vehicle portion of your application. So remember, there's more than one phase that needs to be reviewed. First, it's your personal information, which includes your profile pic. Then you move over to your background check. Once the background check is submitted, it needs to be reviewed. That's going to take a few days. Then you'll get a push notification for that. Once you've done that, then it moves you over to the vehicle side. And then that's when you start putting in your vehicle information. So just remember that. You don't go through the whole thing right from the beginning. It's actually in phases. So for those still waiting, say they're in the background check phase, and just wait for it to come through. And then where most people actually are getting stuck is on the vehicle side phase, because they're not uploading all the necessary information. And so the customer service is not going to be able to review if your profile is incomplete. So step 17B, time to add your vehicle. So this is where you'll add your VIN number, the type of vehicle, anything to do with your vehicle, your color, the amount of doors. Step 18, Remember not to rush through the application. Yes, so because if you're rushing, you'll miss something. And if you miss something, the customer amazement team cannot review your information and it will remain incomplete if you don't follow it through. Step 18B, provide information about your vehicle. Again, this kind of shows you, the different information you need to put in: your year, your make, and your state. Actually, in this case, that's open, so you shouldn't have to worry about any state whatsoever. That's open. And then step 18C, including the vehicle make and age. So you've got to put that in there as well. Step 18D, provide your insurance information. Again, you need to upload a clear picture of your insurance. So that's important in order to get further through the registration. Step 19, provide your state inspection and state license. So your state inspection, specifically in Texas, is that tag that you get when you get your car inspected that you put on your windshield. You can take a picture of that. So that's your state inspection. And in some states, you don't need a license. So the state inspection will suffice. Okay, step 20, take pictures of your vehicle from all of the required angles. And this has been a bit challenging for some drivers who haven't gone through their process yet and are asking why. Because we're getting pictures in that don't follow the required angles and the rules and the lighting. We've had individuals send in their vehicle pictures and they took their pictures in the dark. We can't see your vehicle if it's in the dark. So we need clear pictures taken during the day. So you need clear picture of the front of your car. You need a clear picture of the back of your car, the front seats, okay, with no clutter. It has to be clear. We want to see your seats and the interior. The back seat, again, clear, not cluttered, of your back interior. The trunk of your car, this is what we're looking for. We want to see the trunk of your vehicle. Having a ton of stuff like you're about to move is not going to be helpful to the customer amazement team. That would be considered incomplete. So remember, clear your vehicle of any clutter and so that you can get a clear picture into us so you can get through your registration. And of course, the other picture is having your vehicle on an angle. So that's really important too. All right, step 21, Vibe Rides vehicle inspection form. And so once you've uploaded all the information, we definitely need you to get your car inspected. And the car inspection is done on a Vibe Rides form. So that's really important to do. You can't do it on another form. It has to be a Vibe Rides inspection form. And just follow the rules. Actually, you can get it emailed to you if you want, or you can download it right there on the app. And that's what you'll see on it'll show you in the middle one, it'll tell you that you've gotten a registration form in your email. So check your emails, and also please check your junk mail just in case it got into spam or the junk mail. And your third picture is actually what it looks like if you're about to download it to your phone. So this will pop up and you'll see inspection form, and then you could print it straight from your app. And then step 23, where everyone wants to get to, so that's congratulations. This is what you will see when you've gone through the whole process in regards to registration. It'll say offline because you have to get online in order to start driving. So once you get to this point, you are ready to drive for Vibe Rides. Okay, so we're gonna go over the inspection form really quickly here. This is what it looks like. It's vehicle inspection form from Vibe Rides. This is our form. It has all of the details that any of the mechanics will need to see what they need to check on your vehicle. So Vibe Rides vehicle inspection form. Let's go through these bullet points to get a better understanding. Vibe Rides does not do 19-point inspections. We do not do them. The next page you'll see we have individual service stations that are willing to do that for you for a really great rate. We ourselves at Vibe Rides do not offer 19-point inspections. The only thing we do provide is direction to where and a suggestion, and then we provide the inspection form itself that you need to bring in to the mechanic. You must print and have a licensed mechanic fully complete or Vibe Rides inspection form. So they need to fill it out in detail. So don't leave any space incomplete, because again, this is part of your process and registration. And this is what the customer amazement team will be looking for in detail to make sure it's filled out completely. If it's not, you will get a message notification saying that you need to come back and that your registration is incomplete. And if you get that text, that is what is happening, but you'll get a detailed note. So remember, there's a part of the notification that you'll get in a text telling you that maybe your registration is incomplete. If you look at the bottom of your text, you will be able to see the exact reason. It may be a profile picture, it may be vehicle, it may be your inspection form. So remember to read through those really deep, be very detailed in regards to that, and take your time reading through it. We try to communicate specifically what is missing. Okay. Inspection must be done by a licensed mechanic shop in your area, and no other inspection form will be acceptable other than if you have a newly purchased vehicle from 2019 and 2020. So when someone purchases a vehicle, that vehicle has to have an inspection done before it could be sold. So once it's sold, it literally comes with an inspection. We will accept those 2019 to 2019 to 2020, and it can't be any older than 6 months. So remember that. That's the only one we'll accept. And of course, I was speaking to you in regards to your locations for your 19-point inspections. These three companies, actually it's one big company that has locations all throughout Texas and Florida. And they provide you a 19-point inspection for $16.99 plus tax. Phenomenal deal. This is really, really great. And they provide really great service. And if there's anything else you need, they are willing to give you a discount in other needs, maybe tire rotation, or if you need an oil change. But in any case, please remember, bring in your 19-point Vibe Rides inspection to these locations. If you are coming in and as a driver for Vibe Rides, they will be expecting your form. They will also make sure that it's the vehicle that's being inspected is the vehicle in your profile. If you want to go in there and get your inspection done by them for other vehicles, that is fine. But in regards to your profile and your inspection for driving for Vibe Rides, it has to be the vehicle that's in your profile. So remember that. They will double check that. And that's the vehicle you need to get inspected, or the vehicles, because there's some drivers that actually have more than one car in their profile. But that's the only other thing, is it still has to be the vehicles in your profile. And that's it, Scott. That's it for the process. And my apologies for it not being very clear for you initially. We will most definitely get the clear pictures for you and upload them so you have access to them. But Scott, this is it. You can carry on if you'd like.
Thanks, Angela. So Angela, just a couple questions, I think, as we go through this, and thank you for the presentation. It's great information for our drivers out there. But as we look through it, and going through this process and all the different steps, what do you think it would take somebody? So we really have 3 steps. We have the registration process, we've got the background check, and we have it relates to the vehicle inspection. How much time do you think it would take a driver to fill out just the general registration up to the background check? How long do you think that'll take?
In regards to the profile, if you sit down and take some time to really go through it in one sitting, you can do that in minutes. Once it gets to the background check, we'll need a few days. So 2 to 4 days on average, just to make sure. The whole process itself should take between 10 to 12, sometimes 14 days, depends on the background check. But otherwise, we've had people go through it really quickly, and it's up to the individual. So it shouldn't take longer than 10 to 14 days for the whole process.
And do the drivers have to make an appointment for the vehicle inspection, or can they just show up to do it?
They can just show up. It's up to them. If they find a location, all they have to do is Google those 3 locations and see what's close and nearby to their home. If they'd like to make an appointment, they're more than welcome to, but it's not necessary.
Okay, great. And I think it's important, as Angela was talking about, through the process, if you're missing something, if something's not there, you will get a text from the customer amazement team. They're going to give you some information to say, like, you know, we can't accept that profile picture. We need a better picture of your vehicle. You will see those text messages coming out to you. And am I correct, Angela, that it will